And we welcome you to Dodgers Daily for Friday, August 12th. I'm Casey Porter of Dodger Poke Report. Thank you so much for tuning in. Last night was another good night down on the farm in the Dodgers minor league system. Not so much for AAA Oklahoma City, but Tulsa won another exciting game. Ismael Alcantara got his first triple with the AA Tulsa Drillers and got to show off his speed. Kenneth Betancourt came up clutch and had a huge hit. Kyle Hurt had a big outing in his 4 innings. He showed off the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Lyle Lockhart Jr. had a great start, and his first start in AA with Great Lakes. Jacob Cantleberry got his second save of the season. Nick Nastrini was just simply unhittable last night. He was just simply fantastic for Great Lakes. And Nick Biddison continues to hit for Rancho Cucamonga, the Virginia Tech fourth-rounder utility player out of this last year's draft of 2022. Yohan Valdez slammed the door last night for Rancho Cucamonga. Jake Vogel had a big night. So there was a lot to get to. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it, and let's cover all the highlights from last night's action in the Dodgers minor league system. Although the game wasn't pretty last night in Oklahoma City, Michael Grove was a bright spot, at least the way that he pitched. He went 3.2 innings. He gave up just 1 run. He struck out 4 and walked just 2. Grove has a batting average against this month in August of just 118, and his whip this month is just 0.40. In the last 2 months, he has struck out 14 to just 2 walks. So Michael Grove has been throwing very well for AAA Oklahoma City. Drew Avens extended his on-base streak to 47 games, and he did it with style, as you're seeing on this video. If you're listening on the podcast, I'll describe it. He hit a triple to the right center field gap, and it was his 9th triple of the year, and he just motored around the bases, showed off his speed. He leads the league in triples. Now with 9, he's hitting 287 with an OPS of 820 and 26 stolen bases. I've been shouting it from the rooftops for anybody to hear. Drew Avens is a heck of a baseball player. Lyle Lockhart Jr. had a great outing for Tulsa last night as the Drillers won another exciting game with some great pitching from Lockhart and Kyle Hurt. Clutch hitting from Kenneth Betancourt, Ismael Alcantara to down the Midland Rockhounds, the AA affiliates of the A's, 3-1 at beautiful One Oak Field in front of 4,108 fans. This is Lyle Lockhart Jr., who went 5. He gave up just 1 run. He struck out 7. He now has, Lyle Lockhart Jr. does, the Friendswood native, the Friendswood, Texas native who went to Houston out of high school and then transferred to Arkansas for his last year of college. He has 88 strikeouts on the year to just 22 walks, and you pair that with an ERA of just 3.20. You can see that Lyle Lockhart Jr., why he got promoted just recently from High A Great Lakes to AA Tulsa, why the Dodgers are so high on him. We know that Andy Pages has been hot offensively, and I've mentioned the last 2 or 3 days in a row how he can carry a team on offense when he gets hot like he is now. Watch that cannon. Wow. All the way from right field, he just throws an absolute dart to Beatal Avellino at third base to record the out. There's Lyle Lockhart Jr. He's very thankful for that. So look at that cannon from Andy Pages. We're going to watch this one more time, take you through this. He gets underneath the baseball, gets in good position to throw, and then watch this perfect one throw from the right field corner all the way to third base on a one-hop. Wow. Congratulations to Kenneth Betancourt for getting promoted from single A, Rancho Cucamonga, all the way up to AA Tulsa. It did not take him long to make a splash. This was the game-winning hit last night for Kenneth Betancourt, and it was his first hit as a Driller, and it was absolutely clutch. So congratulations to Kenneth Betancourt. Very exciting moment for him. Very exciting moment for the organization as he got the game-winning hit last night for Tulsa. I'm not going to lie, I had no earthly idea that Ismael Alcantara could run like this. Watch him run around the bases. This is his first hit with the Drillers. It's a triple. Watch him motor around the bases. I think we're going to have a replay here in just a minute. I'm going to talk you through it. That is a good look at Ismael Alcantara on your screen if you're listening. Alcantara hit a triple to the right center field gap and just absolutely flew around the bases as the great Dennis Higgins described. Yeah, here is the replay. So busts out of the box, hustling out of the box as he always does, Alcantara does. Now watch him just motor around the bases, loses his helmet. This young man, Ismael Alcantara, can absolutely fly. Justin Yurchak gave Tulsa some insurance after the game-winning hit from Kenneth Betancourt, or at least the go-ahead hit that it turned out to be the winning hit for Betancourt. This was his 6th home run on the year. He has his average all the way up to 273. He hit 381 in July, 364 so far in August. His OPS this month is 1318, 1.318, and it was 988 in July. So Justin Yurchak is heating up like I told you he would whenever he was struggling just a touch. About a month and a half, 2 months ago maybe, at least for the first half of the season. Heating up because he is a great hitter. You knew it was going to come eventually. When Kyle Hurt throws like he did last night, the only words of advice that I could give a hitter would just simply be 2 words: good and luck. Good luck to hitters when he throws like this. He was just simply phenomenal. He had the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. He reached 97 on multiple occasions. He had, the 4-pitch mix going with the curveball. He went 4 innings. He struck out 9. His breaking ball was at 80, so check this out. Fastball at 97, breaking ball at 80, slider at 87, changeup at 87, 88. Now, good luck trying to hit that when he's in the zone like he was last night. Kyle Hurt was dominant in his 4 innings, and he got the save for the Drillers. It was quite a performance. I enjoyed watching it very, very much. I got to talk to him Tuesday evening. What a wonderful young man Kyle Hurt is. He is going to be my next main feature Monday. For next Monday, I have the interview cut up already, ready to release on YouTube this weekend, so I'm very excited about that. Just like Kyle Hurt, when Nick Nastrini is throwing like he did last night, he is completely dominant. His performance for the Loons was very dominant. He went 6, he gave up no runs, and he gave up just 2 hits, and he had 9 Ks to 2 walks last night. His fastball was 95 to 96, and if you go to my social media, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, you can see every pitch of his first inning from last night. You can see just how dominant he was. So great job, Nick Nastrini. Keep up the great work. Last night was just a fantastic outing. Jorbert Vivas had 2 hits last night for the Loons, which makes his 5th multi-hit game this month, and he is hitting .306 so far this month in August with an OPS of .857. So the left-handed hitting Vivas, the right-handed throwing infielder, is having a very, very good season, and he has been very hot as of late. You can see the power and explosion he has in that left-handed swing. Eddie Leonard had 2 hits for himself and an RBI for Great Lakes. He has hits in 8 of his last 10 games and 14 of his last 16. So Eddie Leonard is a great player, and he is also very, very consistent. He uses all fields. He has a lot of power to the pull side, but like he did here, he can hit the ball to every single field, which is why he is very, very consistent. So Eddie Leonard, the infielder for the Great Lakes Loons, had a good very good night last night. Cole Dunsing threw a scoreless 2 innings last night for Great Lakes. He had 3 strikeouts, no walks, and gave up just 1 hit for the Kansas City area native. I think he was out of baseball, or he was just training and just kind of sent resume videos around to all the different clubs. The Dodgers saw it, decided to sign him up and give him a chance, and he's thrown very well in the Dodgers organization. Now, that's the story that I've heard. I have not talked to Cole about that to verify that, but I have heard that story. So whenever I finally do get to talk to him, hopefully I get to when he gets to AA Tulsa, I will verify that story. But that's the story I've heard on him, so that's very neat. He has gone scoreless in 3 outings in a row. Cole Dunsing has. Play-by-play Noah Wolf on the call.
Backhanded play by Cantleberry. Are you kidding me?
I like that call. That was very good. Jacob Cantleberry was sensational again last night, picking up his 2nd save of the year for the Loons. He's given up just 2 earned runs in his 11.1 innings of work since being reactivated on July 1st. So since being reactivated by the Dodgers organization, he has been very, very good. During that span since that time, he has 16 strikeouts to just 2 walks. I would say an 8-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio is pretty darn good, and he's given up just 4 hits. So there you have it, the left-handed pitcher out of the University of Missouri, Jacob Cantleberry, has been pitching very, very well for the Loons. Rancho Cucamonga single-A affiliates for the Los Angeles Dodgers exploded last night for 13 hits, 11 runs to beat Lake Elsinore, who are the single-A affiliates of the Padres, or for the Padres. The Quakes won 11-5 last night in California League action. Jake Vogel that you're seeing here, if you're listening on the podcast, I'll describe it. He had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a stolen base, one of the fastest young men in all of the organization of the Dodgers. He has had a good night last night for Rancho. He has hits in 6 of his last 8 games in August. He has 2 doubles, a triple, and 12 total bases during this month. So Jake Vogel starting to heat up and be able to show that speed. Luis Rodriguez had 2 hits and was on base 3 times last night for Rancho and scored twice as well. He is a 19-year-old. Luis Rodriguez is out of Venezuela that has been in the organization since 2019. The 2022 draft continues to shine. Taylor Young, the young man out of Louisiana Tech, had 2 hits last night, 3 RBIs for Rancho. He absolutely put up video game numbers while he was at Louisiana Tech. In his senior year, he had 364. His on-base percentage was 468. His OPS was 972. He had 23 doubles, 4 triples, 12 home runs, and 51 RBIs in his last year as a Bulldog. So this young right-handed hitter out of Louisiana Tech, Taylor Young, can absolutely hit. Like Christian Suarez, Kelvin Bautista is a very talented left-handed hitter for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. He put up a 0 last night. He's gone scoreless in 5 of his last 6 outings. Check out the backdoor slider. Well, there's that kind of back foot slider, maybe / get me over, but he was really nailing that back foot slider to the right-handers last night, and it was very, very good. He is like Suarez in the sense of, look at the depth on that pitch. When he's throwing strikes and he's not walking guys, he is very, very effective. There's Luis Rodriguez making a great play in left field, but he's very effective. There's that backdoor slider. Very effective when he is in the strike zone. And so, he has a good future as long as he can learn how to master that strike zone, throw strikes, not walk people, and use that slider to get right-handed hitters out. Look at the depth on that pitch. That's Dalton rushing, catching. So there you have it, left-handed pitcher Kelvin Bautista. If you go to my Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook and you watch this entire video, or maybe we'll get through it all as we're talking here, you're going to like what you see with Yohan Valdez. He has that good, long, lanky frame that I think he's still probably going to fill into some. Watch the last pitch in this video just completely fall off the table. The confidence he carries himself with, I enjoy watching him pitch. And he got the last out last night. There's that last pitch. Look at that. I don't know if that's a changeup or a split finger or what that is. I will ask Ramon Tricoso or Dern Olinger, one of the pitching coaches for Rancho, what that pitch actually is. I do not know exactly what it is at this point, so I don't want to say it looks like a split finger to me. If that's a changeup, that's pretty darn good, but falls completely off the table. He got the last out last night for Rancho. His ERA on the year is 3.82. He has 55 strikeouts in 39 innings, so big stuff for the big right-hander, Yohan Valdez. I'm glad that you tuned in to another edition of Dodgers Daily for Friday, August 12th, and I hope that you visit DodgerPokeReport.com or visit Dodger Poke on all the social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok, or I hope that you become a subscriber to our podcast of Dodgers Daily. As always, thank you for tuning in, and go Dodgers!